This is Chris Videos. Like, subscribe to TW Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos. And follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. It'll all be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my WWE Friday Night SmackDown October 7th, 2022 reviews. So here we go, discussing about tonight's episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Now, we kick off the show, and by the way, they do got different commentators and stuff. This is the season premiere of SmackDown, and so the commentators now for SmackDown is Michael Cole and Wade Barrett. So yeah, Wade Barrett has moved up from NXT to SmackDown, and Michael Cole is still there. So yeah, those are the new commentators, and then Triple H comes out, introduces everybody to Friday Night SmackDown because it is the season premiere. And not only that, while he was talking, there was a QR code on the mic while he was talking. So scan that and you get more of the White Rabbit. So yeah, that's what he does. But then all of a sudden, we get the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns and the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions Jimmy and Jay the Usos, Solo Sakoa, Sami Zayn, and Paul Heyman, the Bloodline. All of them comes out. Roman grabs the mic and he tells everybody to acknowledge him, but as soon as he says that, Logan Paul comes walking out, and Logan Paul at first wasn't getting into the ring. He was standing on the ring apron, and Roman was like, "We ain't gonna do nothing. Trust me. We ain't gonna do nothing at all. I own this show. You are my guest. Come and step into the ring." Logan Paul then steps into the ring, and then Roman starts talking about him and stuff, and then Paul Heyman grabs the mic and he starts talking about Logan Paul, and he brought up a lot of YouTubers' names and stuff, and they mentioned Andrew Tate is afraid to go up against Roman Reigns, but you know what? Everybody's afraid to go up against Roman Reigns except Logan Paul, and then he says that, we're going to be seeing Jake Paul get knocked out by Anderson Silva and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of stuff that Paul Heyman was saying. It was a pretty good promo. Go check it out. So yeah, pretty good stuff. And then Logan Paul starts talking about Roman Reigns and all that stuff. And then he mentioned that he said that is Jay Uso the one that's the tribal chief and stuff. And then Jay Uso gets all pissed off, talking junk to Logan and stuff. And then Roman pretty much just looks at Jay Uso, him and Jay Uso standing face to face, and Sami Zayn had break up the tension right there, saying that, it ain't Jay Uso that's causing this, it's him, Logan Paul, that's causing this. So yeah, that's what Sami Zayn had to tell Roman Reigns, and then he starts talking about how Logan Paul's the number 2 that's going to be stepped on by Roman Reigns and stuff, pretty much just calling him a turd and stuff. So yeah, funny stuff. And then even Roman starts laughing and Logan started laughing. So yeah, just pretty funny stuff from Sammy. And then he says that you're the 2s and we're the 1s, and yeah, that's what happened there, and Logan Paul walks away. But yeah, pretty good stuff. It was a pretty good segment. Go check it out if you haven't yet. Really good. Great stuff. But later on tonight on SmackDown, they got a good amount of stuff. I think the main event is going to be the Intercontinental Champion Gunther versus Sheamus one-on-one for the Intercontinental Championship later on tonight on SmackDown. And not only that, there's still more stuff. And up next, we're going to be seeing Ricochet versus Solo Sakoa up next on SmackDown. That would be the first match of the night, and that match will be happening up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown was the first match of the night. It was Solo Sakoa versus Ricochet one-on-one. Now the Bloodline was not at ringside at all. Sami Zayn or none of them was. So yeah, Solo was all alone for this match. And it was a pretty good match. Right when Ricochet was making his entrance and stuff and still doing his entrance, Solo attacks him. And then they started the match, and Solo, of course, had control and everything for this match. But then, so yeah, Solo Sakoa was taking control of this match majority of the time. But then Ricochet starts coming back a little bit, laying in some super kicks and some knees to the face and everything. And then he finally managed to knock down Solo Sakoa, where he climbs up the top turnbuckle, about to hit that shooting star press. But when he leaps off the top rope for the shooting star press, Solo was already standing back up, and Solo catches him and then hits that Uranagi slam, spinning Solo or swinging Solo, one of the two. And he pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Solo Sakoa defeated Ricochet tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. That's what happened. Pretty good match to kick off SmackDown. For that match, I'll give it 2.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. But I do really like the finish where Solo catches him with his finishing move out of the shooting star press. So yeah, it was pretty good stuff. But yeah, after that match, we seen the Bloodline, all of them watching that match backstage. And then Sammy was talking about how, yeah, I've been having Solo underneath my wing and all that stuff. But then Jay Uso starts popping off at the mouth with them. Both of them starts arguing. Then Sammy was like, dang, you're such a hothead. And then Jay Uso was like, tell me I'm a hothead one more damn time. And then Roman was like, no, he's right. You are a hothead. he said, I'm getting tired of your crap. You always been a hothead. I'm tired of dealing with it and all that. So yeah, Roman is getting pissed off at Jay Uso. And then he looks at Sammy. He goes like, you know what? He's beneath you now. You take control of him now. So yeah, that's what Roman Reigns said. It looks like Sammy's now one step above Jay Uso now in the Bloodline ranking. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff though. But yep, still to come later on tonight, we're going to be seeing the Intercontinental Championship match later on tonight in the main event. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. And I forgot to mention that Hit Row is going to be to the ring up next because they started walking down to the ring as well. So yeah, that will be up next actually. So yeah, see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, now we see the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions Jimmy and Jay the Usos and Sami Zayn walking down the hallway. And Sami was talking about how he wasn't trying to do nothing, you know, to make Jay Uso mad, but then Jimmy Uso's like, bro, just chill out, y'all need to chill out. And then they run into the New Day. So yeah, the New Day was there, and New Day, of course, is making fun of the fact that about Sami Zayn's and now Jay Uso's boss, and then he looked at Jay Uso and he was like, oh, you only even got one daddy, you got two daddies now, and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty funny stuff. And then Sami Zayn was like, how about this? Us three versus you two and the partner of your choosing tonight. So yeah, that's what Sami Zayn said, and then the New Day was like, okay, we're down. And then, yeah, later on tonight we're going to be seeing the 6-man tag team match with the New Day having a mystery partner. So yeah, that will be later on tonight on SmackDown. But then we get to the ring, and then we see Top Dollar, Ashante Adonis, and B-Fab hit road. They come down, getting ready for a tag team match. Then making their entrance, you know, they're still doing their entrance like Ashante Adonis is on the apron and stuff. But then all of a sudden they get attacked by these 3 masked guys, and then they, you know, they're getting their asses whooped and all that, Hit Row is. And then, of course, coming to find out, we see Zelena Vega making her return, coming up, attacking B-Fab, hitting Hurricane on her, and then hitting a knee to the face to her and stuff. And then she's aligning herself with these 3 guys. And it was Legado del Fantasma. So yeah, after they pulled off the mask and all that, which everybody obviously pretty much knows who it is before they pulled off the mask, but, you know, for the people that don't know, now they know. But yeah, Legado del Fantasma finally makes their main roster debut, and Zelena Vega has finally made her return. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Santos Escobar, and I'm still trying to learn the other 2 names. I think the other one's name is Jaquan Wild or something. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty cool stuff though. With Legado del Fantasma making their debut and stuff. But yeah, after that we see the White Rabbit. It was like a little commercial thing, and pretty much they got a date for tomorrow night, actually, October 8th, 2022. Which is tomorrow night, which is Extreme Rules. So maybe we're going to be seeing the White Rabbit make their appearance tomorrow night. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to see that. But yeah. But up next, we're going to be seeing Shotzi and Raquel Rodriguez versus Xia Li and Sonya Deville up next in the tag team match. So yeah, see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a women's tag team match. It was Raquel Rodriguez and Shotzi versus Xia Li and Sonya Deville in a tag team match. And it was an okay tag team match. Sonya Deville and Xia Li was doing okay But obviously, up until the ending where we see Raquel hit that corkscrew elbow drop onto Sonya Deville, Xia Li tried to come up and attack her, but then Shotzi gets into the ring, grabbing her and kicking off of Raquel with the sliced bread onto Xia Li, taking her out. And then we see Raquel hit the that one-handed power bomb, the Tohada bomb. So yeah, finally getting the name down packed for that finisher move for like months now. But yeah, that's where she hits on her and then pins her for the 3 count. So yeah, Raquel Rodriguez and Shotzi defeated Xia Li and Sonya Deville tonight in the tag team match. That's what happened. It was an okay match. For that match, I'll give it 1 star. That's what I'll give it. But yeah, then after that, we see Sheamus getting ready for his match later on tonight against Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. That was happening backstage. But yeah, that match will be happening in the main event later on tonight, and still many more stuff to come. The Usos and Sami Zayn versus the New Day and a mystery partner for themselves in the 6-man tag team match later on tonight. But yeah, we'll see you guys later until the next thing happens on Friday Night SmackDown. So the next thing to happen on Friday Night SmackDown, now Karrion Kross with Scarlett comes down to the ring, and like Karrion Kross got something to say, but yeah, he comes walking down to the ring, making his entrance, and he gets into the ring, and while they're still doing their entrance, all of a sudden Drew McIntyre just appears behind him, and then Karrion Kross turns around, and then he gets attacked by Drew McIntyre. McIntyre knocks him down, just beating him down, stomping on him, punching him, everything, just laying some hits onto Karrion Kross, trying to keep him down, beating down stuff. He grabs a strap, he puts the strap around his hand and around Kross's hand so he could beat the hell out of him with the strap and make sure he can't get away. But then all of a sudden, a bunch of security guards comes running down, breaking him up. But McIntyre wasn't having enough of it. He gets out the ring. So yeah, McIntyre starts attacking the security guards outside the ring, throwing them into the steel steps and everything. Hits a belly-to-belly suplex on one of them. But then Karrion Kross comes back, pulling the strap, and he runs McIntyre into the ring post, laying him out. Kept on doing it multiple times, grabbing the strap, whipping him with it, beating down Drew McIntyre, causing whelps and stuff on his back, laying him out. So yeah, Karrion Kross laid out Drew McIntyre tonight on SmackDown. That's what happened. Pretty good segment. I like this feud between them. I'm not even going to lie. I'm looking forward for their match tomorrow night at Extreme Rules. And don't forget to mention that they did show a cool video package of Ronda Rousey and Liv Morgan's feud from Money in the Bank to SummerSlam to, every time that they've been appearing. So yeah, I love that too. Pretty cool stuff. But still to come later on tonight, we will see the Intercontinental Champion Gunther versus Sheamus 1-on-1 for the Intercontinental Championship in the main event. And not only that, we're going to be seeing the 6-man tag team match with the Bloodline and the Usos and the mystery partner. So yeah, that will be happening later on tonight. So yeah, see you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a 6-man tag team match. It was the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions Jimmy and Jay the Usos and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline, versus Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day, and their mystery tag team partner, which was Braun Strowman. So yeah, the New Day and Braun Strowman versus the Bloodline in the 6-man tag team match. In this match, it was a pretty good match. Sami Zayn and Jey Uso arguing multiple times in this match. So yeah, they was arguing multiple times in this match. Like at one point, we see Jey Uso slap the shit out of Sami Zayn, attack himself and stuff like that. But yeah, at the end of this match, we seen Jimmy Uso. He was the one going at it with Kofi Kingston and stuff at the end of it. And then we see Jey Uso and Sami Zayn arguing outside of the ring. That's when Braun Strowman got out and just freaking ran them over. Jey Uso went flying into Michael Cole, which knocked him down, and Sami Zayn almost flew towards Wade Barrett, but Wade Barrett quickly jumped on the barricade and stuff, escaping that. And then, Braun Strowman threw the one up at Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso's like, yeah, we're the ones or whatever, and then he turns around. He gets hit with that backbreaker by Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods jumped off the second turnbuckle with the double foot stomp onto Jimmy Uso, and then they pinned him for the 1-2-3. So yeah, the New Day and Braun Strowman defeated the Usos and Sami Zayn tonight in the 6-man tag team match. That's what happened. Pretty good match. For that match, I'll give it 3 stars. That's what I'll give it. But yeah, that's what happened there. But before the match even happened, I forgot to mention that there was something going on where it looked like it was maybe the Viking Raiders, but I remember Eric is injured in the Viking Raiders, and then probably the White Rabbit. But then we see the White Rabbit behind Michael Cole and Wade Barrett while they're talking, doing commentary. So yeah, that's going on too. But yeah, crazy stuff. But then after that, we see Mace and Mansoor taken out by Max Dupree with a steel chair. Maxine Dupree comes up to my Max, what are you doing? And Max was like, I'm not Max anymore. I am LA Knight. And then he says, yeah, and then walks away. So yeah, LA Knight makes his return back. Freaking amazing. I love to see it. But next week he'll be taking on Mansoor. So yeah, that match will be happening. LA Knight versus Mansoor next week. And they got Kofi Kingston versus Sami Zayn one-on-one next week. But next we're going to be seeing the Intercontinental Champion Gunther versus Sheamus one-on-one for the Intercontinental Championship up next in the main event. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing to happen on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a main event. It was the Intercontinental Champion Gunther versus Sheamus one-on-one for the Intercontinental Championship. So yeah, this was the main event for tonight's episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Now, we see Sheamus making his way down to the ring, making his entrance, but then he tells Butch and Rich Holland to go backstage. He don't need them for tonight, so he just says, he got it by himself. He tells them to go backstage. And then Gunther makes his way down. He tells Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci to go backstage as well. So yeah, they want to go at it one-on-one. So yeah, it was Sheamus versus Gunther one-on-one for the IC title. And like I said, this match was really good. Just like their previous match, this match was really great as well. Both of them just hard-hitting and all that, beating the hell out of each other, laying in some chops and stuff. At one point, we seen Sheamus hit the white noise off the second turnbuckle, like avalanche one, onto Gunther. And then Sheamus pinned him. 1, 2, Gunther barely kicking out at 2. And then at one point we seen Gunther hit a drop kick onto Sheamus, and then hits that powerbomb onto him, pinning him, but Sheamus barely kicking out at 2 as well. And at one point we actually seen Gunther climb up the top turnbuckle and jump off with a splash, and Sheamus barely kicking out at 2 again. But yeah, like I said, both of them just beating the hell out of each other. And then at one point we seen Gunther getting taken down. Sheamus hits the knee to the face onto him. He gets laid out. But then we see Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci come running down, trying to hype Gunther up, telling him, hey, look out, Sheamus is behind you, about to hit you with the bro kick. And then all of a sudden, that's when we see Rich Holland and Butch come down, brawling with Imperium. The Brawling Brutes and Imperium just brawling outside the ring, going at it. And then while the referee was distracted by them brawling, we see Ludwig Kaiser quickly pass over a shillelagh to Gunther. Gunther was hiding it. That's when Sheamus was setting up for the bro kick for Gunther, waiting for him to get back up. But then as soon as he runs for the bro kick, he gets hit in the face with a shillelagh by Gunther. And then Gunther threw out the shillelagh and then pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Gunther defeated Sheamus tonight and has retained the Intercontinental Championship. So yeah, that's what happened. Very good match. For that match, I'll give it 4.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. I probably like their match a little bit better at Clash of the Castle, but this match, it was still a really, really good match between these two guys. I'm not even going to lie. Really great match. Go check it out if you haven't yet. It was hard hitting and all that. But then still after the match, when SmackDown was going off the air, we still see Rich Holland and Butch brawling with Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser. So yeah, the brawling and stuff was still happening while Gunther was standing tall over Sheamus, holding up the Intercontinental Championship. So yeah, like I said, really good match. For that match, like I said, I'd give it 4.5 stars. That is easily match of the night. There were some good matches and stuff like Usos and Sami Zayn versus the New Day and Braun Strowman. That was an okay 6-man tag team match. Ricochet versus Solo Sakoa was pretty good. I liked the segment earlier with Roman Reigns and Logan Paul and stuff, and there was some good stuff. But like I said, match of the night was the main event. But for tonight's Friday Night SmackDown, I'll give it 8 stars. That's why I'll give it. I'll give it 8.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. We've seen Legado del Fantasma making their debut and stuff. Zelena Vega making her return in a great main event and all that stuff. So yeah, really good stuff. So yeah, that's why I'll give tonight's Friday Night SmackDown 8.5 stars. So yeah. Go check out the main event if you haven't yet. And yeah, I'll be doing my Extreme Rules pay-per-view review, Extreme Rules review tomorrow night. So yeah, look out for that. If you haven't yet, go check out my predictions for Extreme Rules. That's already up on the channel. But other than that, I'll be talking about Monday Night Raw this Monday and stuff. So yeah, look out for all those. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos. And follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both my TikToks. I'll be down there in the description box. And I'll see you guys later for tomorrow night's Extreme Rules pay-per-view. See you guys later. Until then.